When was the Emirates last like this, week on week? This is the Emirates Stadium, North London, the beautiful home of Arsenal Football Club. We welcome you here. We invite you to embrace this pivotal weekend in the race to be the champions of the Premier League. White, Saka, White, Rice! Oh, smashing header! And the Gunners are firing again! And their eyes are for the skies! A view of the very top! For Havertz. And now Saka. And Odegaard, beautiful feet. And Havertz! Through the crowd and straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, Ramsdale's in trouble! Oh no! He has presented an equaliser to Wisa. That is an ugly moment. A nasty punctuation mark on what hitherto had been a smooth Arsenal evening. A dreadful personal moment for poor Aaron Ramsdale, who waits for this night of opportunity and then suffers this. And Tony had a go! And Ramsdale was clawing at it.
What a passage of play that is.
Oh, what a header and what a reach by Ramsdale. That is a brilliantly acrobatic save from Collins. Odegaard. Declan Rice has hit the post.
That's a fabulous, fabulous strike by Declan Rice.
White. Havertz! How they thirsted for that! In Arsenal's hour of urgent need, Kai Havertz got big! That's a mighty, mighty goal!
Brilliant, brilliant football.
Arsenal, top of the league, if only for one night. Boy, were they made to sweat. Right in the first half, Wisa's equaliser, and then Havertz on 86. Arsenal have done their business. Now, Rebecca, now Liverpool and City, it's over to you. Lights, camera, action. Let's get cracking, bring it on. 9 more months of fury and passion and madness and mayhem, of delight and despair and the crazed continuing drama we like to call the Premier League. Jim Beglin, welcome back to this glorious insanity. Granit Xhaka, Hector Bellerin, Mohamed El Neni.
Well, he was unlucky at Wembley in hitting the upright.
Well, Brighton once more with depth, and Cech has lost his bearing. Yeah! Okazaki has equalised. It's a stunning beginning to the Premier League season. Shinji Okazaki inside 5 minutes. He's not hit 8 o'clock on opening night, and it's Arsenal 1, Leicester 1. And Fuchs, Lacazette has pulled away from him. Oxlade-Chamberlain's hard hit. Schmeichel was hurling himself horizontally across goal. Xhaka. Nicked on by Lacazette. Kolasinac! Schmeichel smothers. To Mark Albrighton. Aimed at his body! He's off and running. Leicester from behind. Lead at the Emirates. Beginning as he means to go on in party style Jamie Vardy. But Arsenal dug their own hole.
We're seeing Arsenal in a Jekyll and Hyde mode, and we've seen some lovely football, we've seen some very sloppy passing.
Also, Lacazette, chance for Robben, who sweeps Arsenal level on the cusp of half-time. Boy, they needed that. Almost a mandatory goal for Danny Welbeck and Arsenal. Arsenal. Not very well. Morris! Touched over by Czech. In by Morris! To the near post by Van Marden again! Jamie Vardy! Barely has the starter's pistol gone, but he's running away from the pack. That is the neatest of headers.
Well, the blockers have just not done their job, Peter. I mean, I mentioned that, and I think it's...
All for one for all, Leicester, as they cling to a precious lead here. Whistle with depth. Give it away to Xhaka. Aimed in beyond Walcott. Runs in! 3-3! On a thrilling opening night. A goal out of desperate need for Arsenal from substitute Aaron Ramsey. For Aaron Ramsey, 3 consecutive scoring games. Ramsey, oh, that's lovely. Giroud. Lacazette. Dancing through.
Great save.
Brilliant from Schmeichel.
I think it might have just got a touch on the way through as well.
Brilliantly acrobatic save. Xhaka's corner. Giroud! A game of margins, a game of thrills. Olivier Giroud leaps from the Arsenal bench and scores again. Drama from day one. This is the league we want to watch. Here is why. A joyous bang. That is the Premier League in immediate first night microcosm. Pick the bones out of that. Arsenal 4, Leicester 3. A day of heady possibility, a day of just imagine. Amid this frenzy, imagine if Arsenal 20 years since the last time, if Liverpool in pursuit of the utopian Klopp climax, if either somehow could pull this thing off. Of course, we do have a classy champion, not easily to be deposed, but if anyone can, it is very likely one of these. Well, Mikel Arteta needed no cajoling to offer his warm analysis of a departing rival. He recognises the enormous big-picture contribution of a rival he is now obliged to beat. Well played by David Raya, who's in a hurry, and so is Martinelli. And Konate's work is cut out here. Martinelli searing past him. And Saka couldn't make telling contact. Season at Nice, his season at Marseille, and then it really began. Odegaard. Havertz is on his way here. Alisson stops him. Saka scores! Arsenal obliged and on their way. A day that has to happen for them begins ideally. Here's Gravenberch, here's Diaz. Beyond Saliba, and Jota watched it over the line. It's a mess of a goal. Gabriel may have had the telling touch. In amongst a maelstrom of awfulness, this place has gone silent. Van Dijk let it bounce, Martinelli showed an interest, and Martinelli rolled it in! Curious, and for Liverpool, catastrophic. How can that happen? Look down and wonder. Liverpool introspection. Arsenal thrill. Trossard is free here, clear of Elliott. Leandro Trossard has punctured Alisson. On the streets of North London, they dream their dream. You grin or you grimace. Jurgen Klopp disbelieving. How can that happen?
Well, it's happened because his right back's been taken off and his right centre-back's been sent off.
Arsenal are right in the thick of it again. Suddenly once more, Arsenal a principal contender. As the wings of the Liver Bird are clipped. In so many ways a peculiar game. Saka gave Arsenal a lead, and after that, one curiosity followed another. A strange old goal, own goal right on half-time. Gabriel 1-1. And then Arsenal goals in the second half, which, based on experience and knowledge, seem inconceivable. Confusion between Alisson and Van Dijk of all people for Martinelli to make it 2-1. And then Trossard between the legs of the imperious Alisson for 3-1. And Arsenal are right on the shoulder of the leaders. What a beautiful day. It shimmers, it trembles, as once more this agelessly grand event fixture crashes to the floor. The years pass, generations come and go, but in North London forever, Arsenal-Manchester United is a red letter day. And so who adds today to this game's inexhaustible back catalogue of treasured memories? Now here is Martinelli. Lindelof has a job to do. Martinelli, Dallo uncomfortable, and Ketia nearly slid in, and Martinez amongst chaos somehow nudged it behind. Snatched by Nketiah. Now though it is snatched by Eriksen, and United can look forward, and he's rolled it up here to Marcus Rashford. Rashford eyeball to eyeball with White. It's Rashford! It's a gem! He has smashed and he has grabbed! From nowhere! United lead at Arsenal!
Until that moment.
Zinchenko, Nketiah, Martinelli. Fernandez and Martial beaten out by Ramsdale and followed up by Rashford. Garnacho for Anthony. In addition to that, as Victor Lindelof comes off, Johnny Evans arrives to make his first Manchester United appearance. Højlund's sweet touch, Casemiro's pass, and Garnacho's on his way here. Alejandro Garnacho! Steal! 88 minutes!
Check to see whether Garnacho had gone early.
A tiny margin in a massive moment. Oh, he's offside. He is offside. Garnacho is deprived.
Well, he's dropped inside the stadium from the 60,000.
Here's Odegaard. He's lifted his shot high. It did get a little nick. It's an Arsenal corner. Saka takes. He spent the money so well. Rashford couldn't take it. Vieira runs for the balls. Gabriel Jesus is by himself. It's Gabriel Jesus. He's sat down again. He's won the game. Bedlam. Romania. They have cranked it up and cranked it up yet more. They didn't just win it. Week in September, and yet the sense is of climax. A gunner's growl like rarely you have heard. Rice, rice, baby, and the angel Gabriel stole it right at the end. That is why you pay big bucks. That is how big players grow on the biggest days. The first half ignited twice. Rashford splendidly, Odegaard forcefully. They were all square at the break. One penalty turned down by VAR. One would-be United winner cast aside by VAR. And then, right at the end of it all, the second half ignited. Garnacho having been thwarted, Rice forcefully gave Arsenal an advantage, which improbably and melodramatically.
8 games to go. That is 12 hours football each to catch the leaders, to hold off the chasers, to dot the I's and cross the T's and claim the prizes that the Barclays Premier League has to offer. But passing it only into the instead of the returning Lucas, whose pass was poor. Coquelin, Sanchez beyond Ozil. Cazorla! They got a glove on it. Now Ramsey from wide, Sacco across to meet him, Bella in to support him. Bellerin away from Moreno. Bellerin! Oh, that is a beauty from the little Spanish fullback. And Arsenal break through with 9 minutes to play until half-time. On by Ozil, clattered by Sacco, free kick Arsenal. Ozil, glorious! Gunners are firing again. A collective smile, a broad smile on the face, particularly of Mesut Ozil. He needed that, and Arsenal have comfort. Ramsey rolled in for Sanchez, away from Toure. Sanchez, wonderful! Wonderful, wonderful, what a goal! Arsenal flying. The sharpness of pass, the deftness of movement, the certainty of finish. Not many goals better than that one. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 0, right on half-time. In by Ozil, Giroud! Oh, it's a brilliant save.
Just a dream position for Arsenal, because all their technicians can go and express themselves, and that's exactly what's happening.
Bellerin's challenge, penalty. Scores for Liverpool. Just maybe. Monreal, Cazorla, oh, it's hit the post. Rolled in by Sanchez for Giroud. Giroud! Oh. The cake is iced. Every Arsenal goal a picture. Another beauty. Arsenal are a part of this. Up into second, the Gunners. Over Chelsea's shoulder. Excellent again today. 3 brilliant first half goals. 1 to add to them late in the second half, either side of Jordan Henderson's frankly meaningless Liverpool penalty. Arsenal purring. Winners today over Liverpool at the Emirates by 4 goals to 1.
David, thank you. Good afternoon. Beautiful sunshine, the life, the energy of this place, and the jewel of our day. October in London masquerading as July. Autumn waits its turn behind Arsenal City, the champions, and those who dared to stare them in the eye. Thomas Partey hoisted forward towards Tomiyasu, and Kai Havertz, and Martinelli is in! It may be pivotal! Oh, that matters! How that matters! The moment!
This stadium is shaking.
Arsenal might. Arsenal just might. The Emirates within a couple of minutes of the result that most they crave. Arsenal have cracked it. At last, Arsenal have cracked the City code. Arteta has it over Guardiola. And the race is ripped wide open. The champions are floored. Gabriel Martinelli with the moment. An afternoon that was mean, ungenerous, stingy, locked in, was unlocked at the very end. And so, amid this maelstrom of mutual antipathy, Arsenal and Tottenham eyeball to eyeball again.
Saka. Problem now for Perisic. White.
Partey! Oh! A peach of a hit from Thomas Partey on Derby Day! them feel the joy. Feel a North London derby at the sharp end. Richarlison's cross, nudged away only as far as Richarlison again, he's gone over, it is a penalty. Another in the Harry Kane derby collection, just one more ice-cool penalty from the master. In a fixture he embraces like no other. Perisic in reverse, Bukayo Saka beaten out by Lloris and touched in by Jesus. Arsenal in front again. Lloris a lonely figure. Jesus engulfed. Xhaka, Partey, Martinelli, and Granit Xhaka! A growl of Gunners' euphoria! They have their foot on the Tottenham throat. Arsenal for the top of the Premier League tonight. A golden Gunners' day for Arsenal folk everywhere. Simply heavenly. It's happening. It is happening for Mikel Arteta. They began the day on top, they will end the day on top.
And Mikel Arteta knows each and every one of them is crucial. And there's Eddie Howe, who starts the night with 99 Premier League wins as a manager with Newcastle and with Bournemouth. The referee tonight is Paul Tierney and Peter Banks is the VAR. Pre-match atmosphere at the Emirates. 5 points behind Liverpool, who skip a league game this weekend. 4 behind City, who beat Bournemouth. There's the clock, the famous clock. Looking to lift one in here towards Bukayo Saka, and that's defended by Livramento. It's an Arsenal corner. All the runs go towards the near post. It's a free header, and it's in, is it? It is. It's a goal. Well, Gabriel was the player that got his head to the ball initially. He's the Arsenal player who's going to claim it, but it was so difficult to work out who got the final touch. Newcastle desperately trying to keep the ball out, but Arsenal scored their 18th set-piece goal of the season.
To be honest with you, he made a brilliant run forward.
There's another excellent run forward by Martinelli from one side to the other, and he pulls it back. It's 2-0. Excellent Arsenal goal, made by a wonderful run and cross from Martinelli. It's a tap-in for Kai Havertz, and this is one-way traffic at the Emirates for the Gunners.
No, not half.
Odegaard to Saka. Then he's got 3 around him, Bukayo Saka, which must leave space somewhere else. Saka getting to the byline and pulling it back, and Martinelli heads it over the bar. So they need to be better in the second half, but here come Arsenal. It's through to Havertz! Oh, it was brilliant approach play. It just needed the finish. The flag had stayed down, but they carved Newcastle open again. Here's Martin Odegaard. Played off by Declan Rice. Havertz now to Saka. Arsenal with plenty in red and white. Saka bursting in, twisting and turning and shooting. Oh, it's gone right through! Bukayo Saka scores again. A young man who can't stop scoring in the Premier League. Everything he touches turns to gold. Arsenal get a third, and Bukayo Saka gets his 16th goal of the season. Let's see what Rice can do from this one. Near post, he's gone again. He's glanced on, it's in. It's another set-piece goal, and this time it's Kivior who's celebrating. The architect again, Declan Rice. 19 goals and counting from set pieces for Arsenal, and they lead Newcastle 4-0.
Yeah.
Arsenal's defenders and goalkeeper want to preserve the clean sheet. Dan Burn now can take over and clip it in, and they get one back. And it's a former Arsenal man who gets his name on the score sheet. It's Joe Willock, and there is just a smattering of applause from the Arsenal supporters to recognise the fact that one of their former players has scored here. The Newcastle fans ecstatic to get the consolation goal. And there is the full-time whistle, the celebration from the manager, a punch in the air, a high-five with his staff. That's exactly what he wanted to see tonight, Mikel Arteta. He has ultimate faith in his players, as he walks along the touchline to shake hands with Eddie Howe and Jason Tindall, two men who'll be absolutely devastated by what they've seen here tonight. Kiwior got himself a goal, it turned out